Okay. Okay, we are back on. I'm gonna throw us to is he the only one getting up? Okay.
So guys, how do you think the adventure's going?
Going
We're
so
doing
good.
great. Remember, we have goals. We remember how focused we were. Conrad.
What?
And
We what?
I remembered why I want to talk to Chloe now.
Oh, good. Remember at the end there, I got you to talk about Conrad, and I said something like, if we go after the wizard, or we're gonna help Red with his thing, which will make us conflict with Conrad, and then you can choose what to do about Conrad. So remember Red's thing? If we help him,
I don't remember much of Red's thing, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, I do. I don't think Kay does.
Red's gotta see a guy about a wizard.
Yeah. Red's your eventual goal is so simple compared to I think most everyone else's. Just gotta find a kid.
But his goal leads into everything else because his kid is probably being protected or whatever, or kidnapped by the wizards, and the wizards are connected to Conrad.
Chadwick is the chosen one who will become the new blood god.
Exactly. And Conrad
and the big bad, you guys.
You did. And then Conrad and Mildred are opposed to one another, and it's all connected. We're back. Okay, we should be okay now. I don't know how to fix this.
That was perfect timing. It's weird. It's fine. I really had to use the restroom.
The VOD will have to be combined, unfortunately. I'm sorry, folks.
Oh, it's happens.
I took all the precautions, but
technology happens.
Yeah.
So.
C'est la vie.
Okay. Hopefully we don't go down again. We're up, so.
Oh, hi.
Yeah. People can see you.
I was unaware.
Put your shirt back on, Taryn.
Yes, I will clothe appropriately now. But we had just left off with Kay and Brody starting a phone conversation. So
yeah. Brody, can you join me for a jump? I mean, I guess I can wait till after you're done. It doesn't really need to be now. For a little visit.
Yeah. Hell yeah! Just text me the address. We gotta go. We'll talk to this park dude, and we'll get the specs for a nice swing set.
We.
Oh yeah, Peter never left.
Oh.
Hi, Kay.
He's right here.
It's on a speaker, probably.
Hi, Peter. Well, why don't you just give me a text or a call when you're done? And we can, I guess, meet up somewhere.
Are we meeting up at this place, or we're meeting up for bagels? And then we're gonna head there.
I guess it depends how long your park takes to build, or whatever it is you're doing.
I know nothing about it. I think we're maybe getting a schematic, maybe talking about some slide action.
No.
I don't know. No?
No.
Okay.
He says no. I can't imagine taking more than a couple hours.
Okay. Well, just let me know when you're done, and I'll text you that good old address.
Cool.
I guess Peter is gonna come. So Peter, you can come if you can hear me. Just don't. I don't know. Do anything.
Don't you do anything either.
Don't be yourself is what I'm hearing Kay trying to say.
Be careful. Don't let the claws out.
Bye, Brody.
Bye, Kay.
Hang up.
Oh, that's amazing. All right, so
I'm gonna turn to Brody and say, "Just go to Kay's thing. We can do my thing later."
Are you sure we're already driving?
I'm a very giving person, and I just want to really be there for Kay right now.
All right. Let's head to Kay. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
that's a show of good faith.
Trying to think about put others first,
Okay.
Yes. All right.
Red, are you doing anything before your thing? later?
No, I was kind of thinking I might get a text from Kay because I got their father's clothes, but I just want to stop up and be like, "Hey, here's your clothes bag." So I'll probably
smart. Yeah.
I'm probably just gonna drive back to the Narrows and see if Steve can get his bunker ready, because make sure all the appropriate things are there to be not observed or such for this meeting.
Gotcha. Daphne, you doing anything before your thing this evening?
I remembered why I want to talk to Chloe. So can I go visit Chloe again?
Okay.
Hey, great chat last night, brother.
By the way, I remembered why I actually came to your room. So, are you just gonna stop by her room?
Yeah, I'm gonna go look for her there.
She is not in.
Well, I'm gonna go look for her like at the bar and like back patio situation, the pool. Well, no, wait, do we have a pool? I don't know if we have a pool. Just other places she might be.
Probably not open in the middle of the winter, but
But could be heated.
But could be heated. She's not on site this afternoon.
Well, fuck this bitch.
She's a human being with real life.
Well, disgusting. Just kidding. JK. How much time do I have before the polices show up? Do I have time? Do I have time to hit the streets?
You said 8, right?
I don't know. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. You have some time. I mean, it's probably only like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. So yeah, you can hit the streets.
Okay, I want to go hit the streets in search of those vampires that I heard were doing experiments on specters to turn them into ghouls.
Right. Yes. Yeah, go ahead and give me a roll.
So, okay. So
that is night, so you would mark night.
Oh, okay.
Because you're using a faction move, so.
Okay. Hit the streets. Oh,
good. Matthew's face, this whole rumor. What did you roll?
A 9.
A 9. So you choose 1. Whoever you're going to is juggling their own problems. Whatever you need is more costly than anticipated. But they are available and have what you're looking for. So.
Wait, can you tell me the choices again?
So on a hit, they're available and have the stuff or have what you're looking for, whatever that might be. But on a 7 to 9, you choose 1. Whoever you're going to is juggling their own problems, or whatever you need is more costly than anticipated. So.
Okay. Let's go with the second one. That sounds more fun.
Okay. So you have found these vampires that are working on. We're gonna say this is sort of a meth lab-esque operation. So it's sort of like out of a trailer that you stumble upon. There's like 3 vampires working on this operation. One of them opens up the door and is a little surprised to see you, of all vampires, knocking on their door, but...
Well, do they know who I am? Because Chloe... Is it Chloe? I think has someone... Who the hell is it? I think Chloe has a debt on me because she's been keeping me under wraps from the other vampires.
Oh, right. That's where that debt came from. Yes.
No, Tanver.
Yes, I have that note here. Tanver is a knight. He is a vampire in with us. So he kind of like, as soon as you knock on the door, he kind of like steps out and kind of gestures behind him to keep it quiet. And what are you doing here, Daphne? Knocks Daphne.
Knox goes, I don't know. Where am I? Ah!
How did you get in Juneau?
It's so cold. um, uh, I look at him and say, so rumor has it that you are doing very interesting experiments.
Right. Yeah.
And you are looking for other little ghosties to help continue fuel your experiments, yes?
Yeah, they're a little hard to come by. What of it?
Well, I will keep an eye out for you. I might know the location of one.
Right.
Maybe, not sure yet. We will see if it pans out. But if I tell you about this specter, when I find out about them, what will you do?
Well, what we're working on, our project.
Right. Will you get them? I guess it's what I'm asking here.
If you give me information that's actually going to be useful, maybe. Yeah. There's some things that write on this. We're not magic. We're vampires. This is totally different. We're not wizards. We're not oracles. Like that's a totally different group.
No shit, I get it. I'm a vampire too.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like we're not magic. That's all.
All right. Well, if I give you the location of a specter, when I find one, you will take care of it, yes?
Yeah, that's kind of the
Great.
point. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Why do you have to make this so frustrating? This is why I don't
'Cause you
hang out
made
with
it
other
frustrating.
vampires.
You made it frustrating first. You assume we're just gonna like magic it up. It's not Ghostbusters. We don't have photon packs, okay, Daphne? It's a movie.
What? Anyways, oh, Jesus. All right. Bye. I just walk away.
Kind of just gives you the finger as you're walking off, just like
fucking vampires.
He kind of like watches you walk off for a minute. He's like, wait, hey.
What?
You owe me one, you know that already? Sounds like you already kind of know of the location of one.
I said I might know.
Yeah.
I don't know if the information is good.
Yeah, you're gonna just I'm calling in that favor now. You're gonna tell me what you know. You're such a jerk.
Like the pot calling the kettle black.
It's fine. I'm not the one who owes somebody one.
So, what are my options?
You can either honor the debt and tell them what you know about a specter in town, or you can attempt to choose to refuse to honor a debt, and that way you roll with heart.
Like, how does that work?
So you roll with heart. On a 10, on a hit, you succeed, and you sort of weasel that out for right now. On a 7 and 9, you choose one. You either owe them an additional debt, lose face with their faction, which is your faction, just FYI, or you mark corruption. And on a miss, you can't avoid the noose. You either honor the debt or face the consequences. They pick 2 from the list above, or force you to lose all debts owed to them, or ODU. So basically, you give up all of your debts, or you choose 2 of the consequences.
Oh, holy shit! Okay, well, I'm gonna try to continue like lying to him, and say, yeah.
So that is refusing to honor the debt.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
Yeah.
That is the way that move works. So.
Yeah.
So roll with heart.
Oh god. How do I roll with heart? I guess I can just refuse to honor debt. There it is.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Got a 7.
On a 7, you choose one. You either owe them an optional or an additional debt, you lose face with their faction, or you mark corruption.
Marking corruption, baby.
Yeah, I figured that was going to be the option. So he's kind of like,
I told you I
"What's
don't.
the information?
I don't know if the information is good. I will tell you when I have all of the information and I know exactly where you can find one.
Fine. You're going to pay up eventually.
I know. That's why I came to you. As soon as I heard that there was a specter around, maybe even haunting my lodge, not quite sure yet, but I will tell you as soon as I know.
All right. Now, if you're done wasting my time, because that's all
I
that
already
business has
started
been,
walking off.
like, good riddance.
Yeah.
So,
I'm ahead. I'm
yeah.
ahead on, but
Okay, so now we've got Kay and Brody and Peter meeting up, I guess.
Yeah. Plugging the address into my GPS, I know where roughly it is.
Yes.
So, is it in the middle of is there nothing around? Is it like a suburban? Is it still like city?
It's out there. Like there's the Juneau city limits. It's about 15 to 20 minutes north of that. So you're getting into the woods.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have them meet me. I'm gonna text the address to the museum to them.
Okay.
And just wait by the museum.
All right. How quickly do you guys go?
I mean, as soon as we turn around from or wherever the engineer lives, we just head there.
All right. So 20, 30 minutes or so pass at the most. Okay, where are you waiting? Are you waiting inside, outside, at your car?
I'll wait outside. I imagine that I don't remember exactly where the museum is, but I remember it being vaguely close to like a large river or some
sort of... it's kind of on the river, the coast where you're heading out of town. So
yeah. So I think that they would assume that Brody and Peter were not going to be available for a while, so I think they would walk to the pier and just kind of walk and try to parse through all of the possibilities of where in the world they could be heading and who could be there, and trying to come up with what they will do if Conrad is there. And so they're just walking with their hands in their pockets, just kind of looking out, but not really looking at anything.
Gotcha. So about 15, 20 minutes go by, and Brody and Peter, you roll up to the museum. Kay's car is there, but you do not see them anywhere.
Since we're in broad daylight, I am going to have to go into can see, or not see. I have to be sightless, so I'm going to go. I'm just going to do touch and sound.
Creepy.
Gotcha.
I can't
So
be
they
seen. Hey,
isn't that the guy that died?
Was murdered? No.
No.
Anyway, yeah. So
right.
I am a floating disembodied voice that can touch things.
Creepy. Let me shoot a text to them. Text K. Yo, at the museum. We got the park didn't take Pete was a real sport about it. He said we're gonna do that later. So we're ready to meet up with you.
Kay texts back. Oh. Okay. Be right there. And we'll head back to the museum.
All right, you guys meet up.
Hey, so we're not meeting anyone here. It's a bit out of the way. And I thought perhaps if we took a single car. All right. Partial honesty time. I don't know who we're meeting.
Cool.
Just great.
I'm right here, Kay. Don't worry.
Cool.
I know you can't see me, but I'm here. I'm gonna pick up like a little napkin dispenser and kind of rock it back and forth, and set it down.
So okay. Okay. So I don't know who we're going to meet. I have a suspicion and a dread. But I don't anticipate anything bad happening. But I figure 2 cars rolling up to a place that maybe they don't recognize 2 cars rolling up to their place would that would be a little bit more conspicuous than say 1 car going. So I think we should all go together. And don't take this the wrong way, Brody. Your car has seen better days since it's been a bit.
I tossed it into a tree with my mind.
Wasn't great. No.
Yeah.
That open honesty by Peter.
I'm trying.
We can take my car?
Yeah, totes.
Mostly because I don't think anyone will break into your car if it sits in this parking lot for a while.
No, I mean, I don't have a lot in there. I'm going to go to the back of the trunk of the El Camino and take my shotgun on my back.
I mean, this is
Brody, where did you get a gun?
Oh, the cops gave it to me. So, like, just in case, I don't know, you said you don't know where we're getting into. I can just, like, leave it in the back of yours. I just want to be safe. So I got this.
It's adorable you think there's a back to my car. Okay. All right. That's fine. Shotgun, fine. Whatever. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot you. You can't shoot Peter, so it's fine.
Good. Yeah. Cocks
Okay. All right. Nope.
One of the cartridges just falls out.
He doesn't know how to use a gun at all.
I know, that's the joke.
All right.
Brody,
Well, let me get that.
Brody, you're not from Alaska, are you?
No, I grew up in Cali.
Yeah, everyone here knows how to shoot a gun.
You pulled the trigger, right? It can't be that hard.
It is, and Kay's gonna kind of just reach for it and say, "Let me give just for now."
All right, it's police issue, so be safe.
Okay. I'm gonna make sure it is not currently loaded while it's in the car. I'm going to take out any live ammunition and give it back, gun, and then bullets, and say, just when we're in the car.
Slugs. Yeah.
Yep, slug. What? I don't know gun, but you know. So just while we're in the car, when we get there, we can load her up and you can maybe shoot things if we need to.
Yeah. I don't got a lot of pockets, so if I can like put them in the cup holder while we drive, that'd be super.
That's sure. Okay. Let's go.
I can just kind of float him.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'll use the non-corruption version of telekinesis to float all the shotgun shells.
That's just all right. Just get in the car. Just oh boy.
I'm Jean Grey to Brody's Charles Xavier.
You're both annoying. Please get in the car.
I mean, that hurts. I'll be right in.
You're both nerds. Shut up. Because Kay is definitely the jock in this group.
Correct. So if I have to ride, I almost said, if I have to ride in the middle. Sorry.
I know exactly what you're about to say.
Hillbilly upbringing. Sorry. If I have to ride in the middle, they can actually feel me because I'm touchable right now. But I'm invisible.
Cold.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me just squeeze in here.
This is a lot.
Yeah. Just.
This is way different than the last time. All right.
Yeah. I'm just gonna
wiggle
a little bit.
All right. Mm-hmm.
What kind of car is this? Is there a backseat?
No.
No. This is specifically a. Was it 2018 or 19 Jaguar F-Type S coupe.
Oh,
A two-seater.
that's sexy.
It is a beautiful car.
I will once we're inside the car, and I'm assuming it has tinted windows so people can't see inside. I will manifest note the other two, so that way I'm just like I'm a seeable ghost. I'm hearable, but I can't be touched.
Sweets. Feel slightly less uncomfortable, but only slightly because I still know you're there. All right, then I dive.
All right, so you're heading that way. I think we're just going to continue to follow this strain to resolve it, since the other things are happening later in the evening.
Okay.
You guys arrive at this house about 15, probably 20, 25 minutes later. It's sort of a nondescript.
Cabin in the woods.
I wouldn't even say cabin. It's probably, upper middle class for the Midwest. 2-story brick front. Like 3-car garage. So just seems to be sort of tucked into the woods.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Knocks in her factual information in the chat.
Well, it's one of those brick fronts, but then it has the siding.
Yeah, it's got the siding on all the other sides.
Yeah.
It's just it looks brick, but it's not actually all brick. It's a facade. Anybody with money, yeah.
Yes.
All right, Knox.
Money, but not too much money.
I'm trying to MC a game here, okay? I don't need your factual information getting in the middle of that. I'm just kidding. I appreciate it. So, yeah. So the brick front, laminate, siding on the sides. But yeah, sort of tucked back. There's it's sort of probably about 300 yards off the main road, still visible from the main road, but not super close.
Okay.
So,
what time of day is it?
It's probably 4:00 in the afternoon now.
Okay. Okay. I'll pull into the drive, just into the drive, so I'm off the main road, but I will not pull up to the house.
Okay.
And is Peter still floating bullets in our shotgun shells in our face? Yeah. Okay, we'll just very hesitantly grab a couple and put them in their pocket. Okay. This is a nicer house than I thought it would be. Peter, if you could try not to talk unless something terrible happens, just in case they are just regular ass people, that would be awesome.
I don't know. I've never seen this address, and I think we're far enough outside of town. It's unlikely they're going to know me.
Right, but you are disembodied voice.
Well, you can see me now.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, all right. That's fine. It's fine. Just okay. I'm just gonna Kay's just gonna start walking.
Well, Kay, I do think now that we're here, I think that we're here, something terrible is gonna happen. I'm gonna spend my hold for my foretelling.
This is why I brought Broder with me.
What is this? What is happening? Spending a hold.
Yeah.
So what does this do exactly?
Okay,
Let me just
so,
open up my thing.
I'm spending my hold to declare something terrible is about to happen. Me and every ally I have, which is the 2 of them, I guess now, take +1 ongoing to avoid whatever is going to happen.
Okay.
You get to decide.
So basically, you just feel like something bad's going to happen. Yeah. You tell the group, and
got a bad feeling about this.
So basically, everybody's just on edge. Is kind of the way I'm gonna the word this. So you guys just have an inkling that something might go wrong here. Gotcha. That's you know what? That's pretty great. So
I don't like this.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking up one thing. Place of power.
Oh!
Are investigating a place of power, Taryn?
That's kind of what I was trying to figure out. I was trying to even search a document for that information while this was going on. That's a move thing. So moves are chapter 2 in this.
I kind of feel like.
Kind of feels like you guys are, but I need to check just to be certain.
Yeah. This is our first place of power, if so.
I know. That's kind of what I wanted to make sure before I stepped into this. And I wasn't sure you guys were going to get here this evening, so that's why I didn't look at it. Also because it's been a week.
Yeah.
It has been a week.
No. It's too easy to get. I'm thinking about marketing corruption to become a disembodied voice. With no body.
Oh, that would be, yeah. Place of power. I'm almost there. Sorry, everybody, for the stream. This is the technical side of running tabletop games for...
Rules are sexy.
Yes.
If you're enjoying tonight's stream and you are not already following, be sure to follow Variant Roles.
Thank you, Sam
On
Regal.
all the places.
Consider
All of
subscribing. Yeah,
Mhm.
follow us on follow Variant Roles on Twitter. Follow them right here on Twitch. Consider subscribing here on Twitch.
Mhm.
You can
We
subscribe
have a
for
YouTube
free.
channel.
Yeah, you can subscribe for
Check our
free
VODs
to
there.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
All right. So in order to trigger the move, you have to be looking for answers beyond what you can see with a quick glance.
Okay, cool.
So if you guys are checking this out beyond just like a quick scope, you guys are wanting to sort of really investigate and dig your noses in, then yes.
I was basically instructed to do kind of that thing.
We are.
All right. If
Correctly.
is it just Kay that's going to be doing that? Because if so, then I think that will be just Kay doing that. But if the other of you are also doing that, actually, you know what? I think I'm just going to stick with Kay on this one since she's sort of leading or heading this sort of investigation. So
Okay.
also, just for the case of it, you can mark night since this is a faction move.
It's already marked.
That's unfortunate.
I don't like that it's night. I don't like this.
But Night is all the worst members.
There's people that I don't trust. Well, that's not a good number.
Yeah.
I rolled a 6.
Oh no.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
bad. It's bad. It's just not.
So,
Could I try to lend a hand? It's after a roll.
yeah, but you have to roll with wild. So,
Okay. Then.
Yeah, you gotta roll my faction. Also, don't give me a -2 or I will punch your character.
7. Uh-oh.
all right.
Wait
So
a minute.
you succeed. You can give her a plus. Well, you succeed partially, so you can give them a +1 or a -2 to their roll.
+1.
Okay,
So
that puts mine to a
makes it
partial
that.
success.
Boy, I wish I
Does
would
make
have
it
read
a partial success.
where I did this.
But now you expose yourself to danger, entanglement, or cost.
We're gonna know who's in this house and they're gonna kill us. That's what's gonna happen.
So you guys are searching around right now. You do manage to actually hit. So what you kind of see as you're sort of scoping out this location, you're not moving right up to the house, you're sort of searching around it. You start seeing these sort of indentations in the snow and everything. Almost seems to indicate a larger structure beneath the home.
They have their own happy house.
But as Brody is helping you investigate this and pointing this out, he steps into a tripwire. And an alarm starts sounding. And as you are sort of trying to figure out where this alarm is coming from.
Are we together or did we?
Yes, you are together.
Okay. This is not as terrible as I envisioned it.
Yeah. So it's Peter. Are you with them at the moment?
Yeah, I'm just hovering around.
All right. So out of the house.
Can I,
comes-
when I hear the alarm, if I have time, can I grab the shotgun from Brody and try to load it?
Sure.
Okay.
As you're loading this, there are
That was a
three.
terrible idea.
There are three bodies, sort of sprinting out of the home, towards
Oh.
you.
Okay.
I will.
So
Now are they
they're
unnaturally sprinting, or are they
yes,
like?
they seem to be moving quick towards you.
Cool. I want to pull out my sword that I forgot that I had.
Okay. What is Peter doing, and what is Brody doing?
Is there any other car around here that isn't Kay's?
No, you are in the woods right now.
Oh,
you are away from.
I
the
don't.
car.
I don't have sight of her car.
No,
I think Case car is like
it's back at the driveway. It's almost probably at this point 600 yards away.
Understood. Yeah. So can I use my telekinesis as a corruption move? It says I can lift an object up to the size of a car. Could I do that to like fell a tree so it lands between, it creates a barrier between us and them?
Yeah, and I think there's probably, if what you're looking for, probably there's a large trunk of a tree that's been felled nearby.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and I'm just gonna move it between us and them.
Yeah.
So I just
how are you moving it? Are you setting it between you, or are you chucking it at them?
I mean, do we have to escalate to violence?
That's up to you. I'm just asking.
I am just gonna. You know what? I'm going to lift it
Of course,
as a threat.
Of course, my phone rings at this point. So, 1 second.
Yeah, go for it. Ooh, I think I might be dropping. Nope. Oh, did I drop?
Oh,
Nope.
no, you didn't.
Taryn dropped.
Taryn dropped. No, because he had to go pick up the phone.
Oh, maybe he.
Who's in this house?
So wait, we don't have to jump to violence?
I'm back. 1 second. Sorry, the phone rang, and because I live in the middle of fucking nowhere, the internet went out because it's 2000. It's 2001.
AOL? Dial-up?
Apparently, literally, the phone rings and the internet goes out in the entire house. It's the best.
That's the best.
Wow.
Taryn's stuck in a time loop.
I am. If anybody'd like to donate to my cause, you can be in a better living situation with better internet.
Yeah.
Anyway, what were you saying before I time zoned out or timeline down?
Well, I think I was just gonna lift the tree. I'm gonna put it between us as a threat. You know what I mean? I'm gonna use it as threat.
Okay.
I'm just gonna so I point to it and I lift the tree. And
so that seems like a persuade.
Okay, great. I'm really good.
So you're threatening them.
Yep.
So
hang on. Didn't I take something? One real quick. Oh my god, I'm panicking. Why am I panicking? There's really no reason to panic.
Because this is one of the big conflicts for multiple characters for the first time.
Okay. Persuade. Okay, yeah. I have a +0. Oh, 7.
All right. On a 7 to 9, they modify the terms or demand a debt. So you manage to sort of halt their progress a bit, but so you sort of put it in their way.
Yeah.
But they look at you guys, and they what do I want them to do? They sort of look at each other, and they, how do I want to handle this? They sort of bare fangs at you.
Oh, they're vampires.
Yes. So they look at you with a very toothy grin.
I'll just be like, okay, vamp boys and girls. I've got about the biggest wooden stake on the planet, so let's just everyone calm down.
Okay, and Brody, what are you doing at the moment?
I'm gonna look to Kay holding their shotgun now and say well, this isn't where the caribou are, so we're just here looking around. I'm trying to prevent a fight and use the move harshing my mellow.
Okay, so what does that entail?
If I try to prevent a fight, I get +1 armor and I get +1 to trying to get everyone out of here.
Okay.
The worst.
So does then Taylor roll.
We all have plus
No.
1 ongoing, don't we? So
Yeah.
anything?
It's anything about this terrible situation. You and your allies have plus 1 ongoing to avoid any sort of disaster that's coming on.
Gotcha.
Okay, so.
Gotcha.
All right. They're not entirely dissuaded by the giant floating tree trunk, and are going to basically start. They like hoist one of their members that basically jumps on top of it, and is getting ready to dive towards you guys, while the other 2 are running underneath.
Very stupid.
Kay's just
What
got
are you
like
doing?
this like grimacy face on, just like
I'm going to chuck it at them.
All right. 2 above or 1 below?
2 above.
All right.
Is this?
Wait, did you say above or below? You said.
Sorry, you
One
said 2 above. One above.
1 above, 2 below.
I know at the 2. At the 2.
Okay.
Is this a
Yeah.
let it out or is this a unleash? They're the same, so I guess it doesn't matter. But
Well, so unleash is when you just attack someone with some sort of weapon,
Okay.
fist, something like that. Let it out is when you roll with. So you're sort of going past where your normal abilities would allow.
yeah.
So let's say like if Daphne were to like sort of tap into her like base nature as a vampire and really sort of tap into that strength, or Red were to go beyond the strength of a normal human, sort of that like that next level, that's where you like mark the corruption, you kind of tap into your base nature,
Okay.
that sort of thing. So
So,
Do it.
so what am I doing?
How
do I harm?
I'm gonna say you're letting it out because you are using this thing that you're already levitating.
I get a plus 1 to this.
Yeah.
So whatever that said, plus 1. No. 5.
5.
with a plus 1.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I got a plus 1 plus 1. Yeah, I got a plus 2. I rolled 2 and a 1.
Yeah, too much.
Oh my goodness.
Not
Yeah.
good,
They sort of duck underneath, and are very close to you now. Brody K, what are you doing?
Kay's gonna sword some vampires with a sword.
Okay.
But with a sword that they have, which we've just established is unleashing because they are using a sword.
Okay. Are you attacking the one that's coming from above, or one of the ones that is coming from below?
Is this one that's coming from above? Is it flying? I feel like I missed something.
No,
Or-
it's not flying. Basically, they sort of tapped into their nature to chuck it, and then it bounced off the trunk that Peter was checking.
Okay, so it's mid-transit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can prepare to like strike it as it's landing, or you can go after one of the 2 that are sort of running at you. Sort of Naruto run style, where they're like arms bent. Not really, but
I'm going to attempt to shish kebab the one that's in the air.
okay. Yeah, go ahead and unleash.
La 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 blood. It's not that.
That didn't sound great.
Okay, did I get a plus 1 with this?
Yes.
That makes it a 7 then.
That makes it a 7. All right. You choose one, inflict terrible harm or take something from them.
Mm-hmm.
And you also choose one of these. They inflict harm on you, you find yourself in a bad spot.
Okay.
So you either inflict terrible harm, which basically ups it from a 2 to a 3, or you take something from them, and you also either inflict harm on you, which will probably be about a 1, or you find yourself in a bad spot.
Okay. I am going to inflict terrible harm, which my sword, which is also a it has 3 harm.
Oh, it does have 3
Naturally.
harm, so it ups to a 4 harm. So
Yeah. And then I'm going to find myself in a bad spot because I think that's more interesting because
all right.
I
So
wouldn't take harm because I have 1 armor naturally.
okay, so you basically find yourself, you right your sword in the same spot as they're sort of colliding towards you, and sort of connect, and you pull it basically straight through their torso. But as you look up and this body is sort of collapsed beside you, that tree trunk that Peter had been moving is now petering towards you.
Petering.
Yes, I know. Thank you for my word choice. So
Okay. Kay just kind of follows through with the sword and then just kind of is there and looks up and it's just like, oh.
yeah. And then Brody, what are you up? Brody, you said you already did your thing, right?
I did my first. Yeah.
Yeah, you did your first thing. So what's your second thing?
Okay. I am going to walk forward and say, "Listen, just calm the fuck down," and I'm gonna try to extend my supernatural senses and frighten them.
Okay.
Let it out.
Oh, you're letting it out. All right. Roll with spirit.
I shit you not. That is another 6 and a 6.
Okay.
Uh,
So on a 10 plus, you ignore corruption or choose another one of the blows. You take 2 of these options, or you can mark corruption on one. You either mark corruption and take 2 from this list, or you take 1 and you mark corruption. So I'll read the list for you.
yeah, I have it.
I'm going to read it for the
Oh,
audience
okay.
too, because not everyone's familiar with this. Take +1 forward on your next roll. Extend your senses, supernatural or otherwise. Frighten, intimidate, or impress your opposition, and take definite hold of something vulnerable or exposed. So, what are you thinking?
So when I leveled up earlier this session,
Yes.
the move I took was conduit.
Okay.
So I advanced, let it out for everyone in my presence, including myself. So that's an advancement for me.
Right. So what does that mean?
It means now I can choose to take corruption, and whatever I do now is permanent. That's something I just have.
Okay.
We all
I feel like
advance, let it out.
I feel like you gotta repeat that for those in the back of the room.
So advancing moves, you can. There's like upgrade you guys can get called advance, like 3 basic moves
Right.
instead of like normally it's like 7 to 9 is partial, 10 plus is good. If you get a 12 plus, something cool happens if you have an advanced move. So now anyone around me, if they roll a 12 plus on let it out, you permanently get to choose, if you take corruption, to make that a part of your character.
So basically, you've rolled a 12 plus, so you get to choose something that happens to your character permanently.
I'm going to take the corruption for sure, which bumps him up again.
Obviously.
Oh no, Brody!
Because it's Brody.
Brody.
So Brody at this point is basically just like completely covered in these black veins, and his eyes are dead white at this moment. Sort of squaring off against these vampires.
I want them all to just somehow either freeze in place or just stop moving or just be horrified by what I'm doing. So I would say out of the 2, I do want to ignore what I don't want to take 2 corruption. I'll take the 1 because I get plus, and then I'll use frighten, intimidate, impress, and then I guess take +1.
All right, so you're frightening, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that basically this sort of appearance change, this sort of manifestation of your powers, has now begun to just glow this sort of radiance. It's this shining, it's almost sunlight. And as we know, vampires do not enjoy sunlight, do not enjoy the day. And so as you sort of just step forward and push them back and say chill, I'm guessing that's sort of what you're doing because you're Brody. They begin to just cower, these 2 that are running towards you, and sprint off into the woods.
Everyone all right? Everyone's cool. You guys cool? Okay.
I have a
So there's
chicken
one barely breathing next to Kay, who has
How about-
been basically cut down.
tree situation.
The what?
It's tree situation.
There's a plenty of trees around you.
No, is it?
No, no, no,
is
no,
it
no. The one that
hurling
is like.
them?
Oh, right, the one you put yourself in a
'Cause
bad situation. No,
my
yeah,
tree-
it's still petering towards you.
I will mark another corruption to stop it,
Okay.
which actually corrupts me.
Peter and Brody.
I am going to choose a power corruption move.
Me too.
I am going to choose possession.
Wait, are you guys already at the point where you're choosing corruption moves from other archetypes?
No,
I'm almost. That's my next goal.
No.
Okay. I was like,
I have
wow.
2 corruption powers. I have 2 corruption moves. I have possession now.
Oh, powers, as in, okay.
Yeah.
You have 3.
That's a little different than a power corruption move, which is where my brain went. I was like, oh, you're choosing a wizard corruption move.
Oh,
All right,
no.
we're gonna have some characters
It's
next.
not. It's not great. It's not great.
Heading that way fast.
Yep. But all right, so that situation has been handled. Are you guys going into the home now?
Is Brody still like glowing?
Yes, glowing, black veined, and eyes rolled back.
Kay's going to.
And Brody, basically, I'm going to say you have the ability now to like turn that appearance on and off at will.
Okay.
Kay's
Your way
gonna
of
like.
being able to like that corruption from the let it out, the 12+. So
Kay's gonna like quickly wipe their sword off on this mostly dead vampire and sheath it as they walk over, and they're gonna stand in front of Brody and just kind of like pretty firmly grab their shoulders and just like shake them and say, "Hey!" And just like kind of not slap super hard, but like a couple like pretty solid taps.
okay.
Yeah. What's going on? You're you good?
You're not.
Well, we're not dead, so I always take that as like a huge positive.
You're glowing, Brody. You're glowing. You're glowing and also dark and also glowing.
I'll try to like turn it off. Can
No.
I?
You basically power down, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh. But yeah, basically, I'm gonna give you like I guess it would be like when you enact that presence or that like appearance, you can +1 to your persuades. So
Under control. Cool as
Brody.
Juneau.
Brody, isn't this what we talked about?
Well, things were not looking great. You tried to throw a tree and they like didn't care. And Kay, they were about to be crushed. So like, judgment call. I didn't have my shotgun. I did want the shotgun for this very reason.
You always have an excuse, don't you?
I prefer to think of them as reasons.
Yeah.
Kay's gonna go over to where the shotgun is laying on the ground, probably like half loaded, and pick it up. Like Kay is upset. Kay's gonna pick it up and just like jam the shotgun shells in it and just like click it and then just shove it in Brody's chest and then just walk towards the front of the house.
Hell yeah, locked and loaded. Let's go.
Oh God.
okay, so you guys head towards the house.
Yeah, no pretense of trying to be stealthy or sneaky or
Yeah.
anything. Like Kay's just going.
So as you get inside, Brody, this site looks familiar to you. If you remember your vision from last session, you saw signs and sort of demonic writings sort of etching the walls of a home. And then sort of in the middle of the living room, there's a circle, and there's a blonde young woman in the middle of it. And Kay, I'm guessing you push past him to run towards
Oh yeah,
Brody
yeah.
to sort of cup her in your arms.
Yeah. Kay is like paler than ever. And there's like a split second where they kind of like are, you know, looking around the room, and then it's just tunnel vision.
Yeah.
And for a second, it's just like, what? And then just racing over there.
Yeah. So Brody, your envision sort of completes itself as you see Kay sort of holding their sibling in their arms. But Kay, as you go to check Lauren, because this is Lauren, this is your sister. She's breathing. She's fine. She's
Is she awake?
unconscious.
Okay.
And I think that's a perfect place to end it for this evening.
Oh, okay.
Because I love a good cliffhanger. So,
Can we play for 2 more hours? Just for fun?
Yeah. 8.
Oh man.
Oh, what is
No, I don't want her to be a vampire. That's not on my like top 3 things I wish for my family members.
unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait till next week to find out.
Oh.
Because I'm an awful human being, I just want to stress
wow.
But yeah. Thank you all for joining us this week for another drama intense, tension-filled episode of Urban Shadows. We'll have everybody go around and say who they are, where we can find you, and your favorite moment that doesn't involve hating me. So
Sorry.
So who wants to start for this evening?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Max. I can be found at allmaxd20 on Twitter and anywhere else on the internet. My favorite part of tonight is more the observation that Peter moving in with Brody corresponds to this entire week of him going from being just this chill dude to this glowing, corrupt, black-veined. Like, it's been a week. We've only been in this game for maybe 8 days in game. And Brody was like fine, and now just this 1 week has almost got him like just pure evil from hanging around Peter.
Brody has never been fine. He's terrible. He's always been terrible.
But the corruption hasn't started until you moved in.
Yeah, well.
J'accuse.
I didn't do anything.
I think we'll go to Ty next, just for fun. So.
I'm Ty. You can find me on Fallen Brawler on Twitter. My favorite moment of the evening. There were a lot of real good ones. What was my favorite move? I would say interacting with Kay again. I like Kay as a character, and I like Kay and Brody's relationship.
Yeah. I like it too. All right. Nox.
Shit, this is always so hard.
Well, who are you? Where we can
Yeah,
find
start
you?
there.
Oh, yeah.
That part's not hard.
Okay. I'm Nox. You can find me on Nox Nocta, where I tweet about whatever I want, especially games. You can also find me here every Sunday in chat whenever I can, when there's a stream. My favorite moment for tonight, I'm gonna go with basically the climax with the vampire house. Like, that was just, I was like, I don't care if I end up not playing for the rest of the session, because like, just give me some popcorn and I'm eating this shit up. This is awesome.
Yeah. Awesome. Math.